we have about 60 members who will pay $50 a year every single year. 60 members. Now, they're not all the members who have retired, but these are the ones who just pay $50 a year. The reason for that is because they just prefer, to just pay $50 a year, and inshallah, I won't say inshallah, but when they do die, because we all want to die, right? Like why the scholars have mentioned, you do not need to say inshallah for that. It will reach us. But we say inshallah that Allah will take our life that is pleasing to Allah. Ameen. And we pray to Allah that Allah accept from us that when we die with that kalima on our tongues and in our hearts. That shahada. Inshallah. Ameen. Right? So coming to the point now, at another point in time. You're 11, right? Oh, okay. Right. But once it's azan, we'll just stop, right? Right. So, as I mentioned to you, you can also become an investor. Being an investor, obviously, you're going to have a savings, you're going to have a profit sharing, and your grant also will increase. So, for example, we have one plan. For example, that if it is you were to choose this plan, you pay a one-time investment of 2005. So one-time speaks for itself, right? It means that you put that 2005, you leave it, you don't take out from it, because also, and I forgot to mention too as well, in Takaaful, because you are having a savings, you are entitled to have the access to withdraw your money too as well. But this plan I'm telling you about, this particular plan, it's called a one-time investment. So you don't withdraw. You leave it, you just leave it to grow, you do anything with it, you don't have to put more than that. So what is going to happen with that investment now? When that member who is part of this plan passes away, what is going to happen here now is that their families or their nominees or beneficiaries, what's going to happen there is that, number one, they will receive the grant which they're already entitled to, which is what? 2005, the basic grant. Plus, the one-time investment, 2005, which now is $5,000. Plus now, because it's an investment, it's going to benefit from the yearly dividends, yearly profits, right? Every year. Plus now, Takaaful is going to double your membership fee. What do I mean by that? So when that member passes away, right? When that member passes away, instead of getting back your contribution of $50, we are going to double it to $100. So for example, let me see you're a member for 10 years. And as a member for 10 years, you pass away, instead of getting back, what, $500, you get back how much? $1,000. So now that's what, $6,000. So you're talking about being a member for 10 years with a one-time investment and not doing anything else, you can receive a grant of over $6,000 from Takaaful with that plan. Everyone understand that? You understand that plan? So that plan is called the FBS Plus. So FBS means funeral benefit, right? Funeral benefit scheme. So our funeral plan is called FBS, short for funeral benefit scheme. So we have what we call FBS Basic, which is just making a yearly contribution. We also have the FBS Plus, which is a one-time investment, and we have what we call the FBS Gold. So the FBS Gold is an Islamic alternative for life insurance, or what we know today as life insurance. Now, I just mentioned in this here, insurance in itself, it is not haram. It's how the insurance is run. Because if you look back in history, you will see that many forms of insurance were run to help the people of those communities. But because of how the policies are being run today, this is what makes those insurance haram. And 99% of the life insurance being run today in this country are haram. And why it is haram? Because it is benefiting from what? Interest. Riba. Understand? Now, Takaaful, I'm making this totally clear. I'm making this clear one time. We are not part of the MC. A lot of people have asked this question because I understand. A lot of people have been steamed. They have been lashed very harshly from the problems that generated a few years ago from the MCU. Alhamdulillah, they are trying to get things better now. Right? I have been in contact with them ever so often, and they are really trying to kind of get things back on a, well, as you say, get things back in a gear. Right? And they're trying to make their policies come as best as possible to the Sharia. Right? But unfortunately, they have the ups and downs still. Right? But I'm still in contact with them, I'm still in discussion with them, so, inshallah, we hope that, they will get up there. But Takaaful, we are our own entity. We are totally independent, we are not part of MCU. Now, a lot of people ask us if we are part of MCU because the founder of Takaaful, which is Haji Imtiaz Ali from Valsin, right? He is the founder and the person who brought MCU off the ground. But he gave them a foundation and they left. And they made a mess of it. And when they made a mess of it, he went back again voluntarily for 3 months, brought it back off the ground, left them again, and then they made a second mess. Right? So then he said he wiped his hands clean from them. That's it. So after MCU, he decided to come and form Takaaful. And 24 years ago, he started Takaaful. And alhamdulillah, I am proud to say that 24 years, Takaaful have always had a profit. Through Allah's mercy, of course, alhamdulillah. Even in the pandemic time, in those harsh 2 years that went by, we were still able to share dividends. It was the smallest percentage ever shared in the history of Takaaful, but we still was able to share something for our members. So alhamdulillah, we never had a loss. We never had a time that we was unable to share a dividend. So Takaaful, alhamdulillah, in 24 years, through Allah's mercy, if you look at the history, it is beneficial. Any questions? Right. So the FBS goal. So before I go into that, so let us not delay the salah, inshallah. A minute? Yeah, okay, inshallah. Right, so the FBS goal, as I mentioned to you, is an Islamic alternative to what is known today as life insurance, conventional life insurance, right? So the FBS goal is an encouragement for members to save on a monthly basis. Because Takaaful, we do not ever dictate your pace. All we ask from you as a member from Takaaful, on an organizational standpoint, pay $50. That's all we ask. And that's all we say is compulsory. Right? Whatever you put as a member, as a savings, as an investment, we don't dictate your pace. Right? Now, what Takaaful have, we have 3 main funds. We have the investment fund, we have a Hajj fund, and we have a property ownership fund. Now, all of these funds, they are what you call like a normal savings account. You save and you benefit from the yearly profits. So the investment fund, why? Because it's an investment organization, right? Right, yeah, coming to that, right? The Hajj fund speaks for itself, right? It helps you save for Hajj, which is one of the arkan and pillars of Islam. And we all should have that desire and beg from Allah that Allah allows us to reach there, inshallah, one day. And if you haven't, make dua to Allah that Allah bless you to reach here one day, inshallah. Now, the thing with the Hajj fund is that even with the Hajj fund, we don't dictate your pace. But what do? We offer to you, you can come and sit with us, make an appointment, come and sit with us, and we can guide you along how you can save. Right? Now, also, the organization, the head of the organization, the founder, they actually do run a Hajj program, meaning that they carry Hajj groups. Now, they haven't carried Hajj groups for about 5 years because of the pandemic and a few things and obstacles that came afterwards. Actually, he wasn't intended to start back carrying anymore, but alhamdulillah, they decided to start back again. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that it is not part of Takaaful. It is something that they run separately. But if it is you save with Takaaful, number one, you generate your profit yearly, so it can help you save faster. Right? And by, if it is you should choose to go now in for Hajj, inshallah, with the founder, with their group, then there will be some benefits. Definitely. Right? I won't mention that now because I told that it's something separate from Takaaful itself. But I will let you know there will be benefits. The third fund is called Property Ownership Fund. Why a Property Ownership Fund? Because Takaaful invests extremely heavily in real estate. So this is how you know where your money is going. We buy and we sell land in a bad state. We buy land in a Broadway, and 98% of the land that we buy is developed. So what I mean by developed? I mean that it is storm control approval, lights, water, roads, drainage, everything. So what Takaaful does with this land is that we deal with all of the legal aspect of it. So if you should choose to purchase land from Takaaful, then you don't have to do anything but start with it. And 2 years ago, we built a house in one of our properties in San Grande. And alhamdulillah, the beginning of this year, the house and land was sold. So inshallah, we would most likely be going into house and land too as well, inshallah. Not just land. Right? Now, we have had people who come, now even that too as well. Usually non-members, when they come to purchase land from Takaaful, they'll come with everything, like that. But if you are a member and you choose to purchase land from Takaaful, not your own land, but from what we have available, then there is a benefit from it too as well. It means that we can ask you to pay a percentage, and we are going to move with you from there, inshallah. As a member, as the benefit of member will be. Right? Now the the FBS goal. The FBS goal, why I mentioned all these things, I wanted to make it clear that we do not dictate your pace. But the FBS goal, how it operates, is that our members, we have members who save differently. We have members who come and they save monthly. We have members who come and they save every 6 months. We have members who come and once a year they put a lump sum. And every year there's one or two. Right? So different times of the year people will save with us differently because we don't dictate your pace. But with FBS goal, it's an encouragement to help you save every month. And we encourage you with $200 a month. But the FBS goal, it actually benefits more younger people. Because as I told you, it's an alternative to life insurance. Now, I am the marketing person for Takaaful, right? And I try to be as honest as I can to all our members and even prospective members. And I'm being honest with you all. You see Takaaful? Utilize Takaaful, what I just call as your rock back fund. No, seriously. You're ready to retire? Come and collect the lump sum from Takaaful. Utilize Takaaful just to save. Because I mean, I agree, right? Most people, if not everybody, you have other forms of savings that you can utilize on a daily basis to get your money, on a monthly basis to get your money, right? Utilize the Takaaful as a rock back fund. Put your money, save your money with the Takaaful, because personally, this is why I see the Takaaful really and truly benefit people. And I'll just give you one incident that took place. It happened 2 years ago, right? We had a couple, a husband and a wife, elder people, right? So what happened was that the wife, she got sick. So the husband took her to private hospital, you know, we're not there, like real money. So what he did, he went to the bank to see if it is they can assist him to get his money or get a loan to help pay for her surgery, because she was going 3 surgeries. 3 surgeries because of her condition, right? When he went to the bank, they blanked him out because of his age. Right now he's about, I think he's now about 87 years. And that was 2 years ago, so they blanked him out, right? He remembered he had a saving with Takaaful. He came to Takaaful. He was able to get the money from his savings to pay for 3 surgeries for his wife, and he's still a member. Now, of course, through the taqdeer of Allah, through the plan of Allah, she passed away. But he felt good to know that he could pay for his wife and do this for his wife before she passed away. And he's still a member, 87 years up until now, he's still a member of the Takaaful. And he still has a savings with us. Right? So, the FBS goal, as I told you, it is an encouragement to help you save on a monthly basis, and to help you save as an encouragement to pay this $200 a month. Understand? So we'll continue inshallah after some. So it is amazing that this narration mentioned these things, and the others is that the Prophet also mentioned about the youth. What did The body that Allah has blessed you with, the body that Allah has given to you, what did you do with that body? How did you utilize this body that Allah has given to you? Your eyes, your ears, your feet, your hands, your lips, everything. What did you do with it? But the amazing thing about this narration, what the scholars have mentioned, that for all the questions, there is only one question. But when the question about the wealth, it has two questions about it. As to how we got that money and where we spend money. To show the severity of our wealth in this life. What we do with it. How we get it and how we accumulate it and what we spend it on. Right? How we spend it on. Like what the Prophet ﷺ mentioned. That there is a person who will be standing before Allah and he will be raising his hands and begging from Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. But Allah will not answer his dua. Allah will not answer his supplication. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Ta'amuhu haramun, his food is haram. Wa malbasahu haramun, and his clothing is haram. Why? Because the money that he used to buy these things was haram. So imagine the money that you're using to get some things is haram. And then you want to raise your hand and say, oh, I bless my wealth, oh, I bless my health, oh, I bless my family. But the same money that you take that is haram and you spend behind your own family and have an eating and fire. So I just wanted to mention this because this is what Takaaful is about. We are trying our best, inshallah, to bring something, some service to the Muslim community so that it can benefit outside of Haram. So like I tell people that you go to the bank, for example, you might get a high percentage, 15%, 20% as a profit. But what that 20% or 15% profit is haram. You can't even spend that money. You cannot do anything with that money. Of course, yes, there are some scholars say, if that money comes to you, you can give it to charity. That's what you can do. But you can't use it for yourself. You cannot use it for your family. You can't use it for anything else. But at least, if it is like we say, Takaaful share 5%, but you want 3%, at least you know that profit, you can eat that profit. Understand what I'm saying? It's halal. It's halal. Now, Takaaful, as I mentioned to you, is that we are not a credit union. Because the difference between Takaaful and a credit union is that there's one thing I mentioned to you. Every single credit union, or most credit unions rather, when they run their organization, they take a percentage of the money that the members bring in to run the organization. We do not do that in Takaaful. What we do is that the monies that come in from the members, that money is invested, and we take a small percentage of the profits that is generated from the investment, and this is what we use to run the organization. So therefore, whenever you come to Takaaful to withdraw money, when you come to get your money, it is always available. But you know when you go to that credit union, that's what they're going to do. Something else will leave that one time. Now, having that said, Takaaful is not what they call a bank system. So you go to a bank, you just withdraw money one night. Put your card in your money. This is not Takaaful, at least not just saying inshallah. Maybe one day inshallah we grow even more. What Takaaful do is that we do not give cash, we give checks. And every check must have two signatories. And these signatories are voluntary. So they're not in-house. But I have never seen anyone waiting for their monies or waiting to get their check for more than 2 weeks. But 2 weeks meaning that this person, they withdrew over $500,000 from their account. And they asked us to make two checks, two separate checks. And that was the case. Right? So Takaaful, as I say, is not a bank system you get your money to deposit. Of course, we have to have people, like the incident that we are running, you two people, when you want to go in and you ask if you can help them, alhamdulillah, we was able to get him the check to deposit. And we also do like this, sometimes depends on the go directly and they don't check. So we also do like that.
Membership.
Okay, great question. It doesn't matter what age you are. We have members who came, they live daily today, and next 2 weeks they come and enjoy each other one time. We don't stop at any age. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how young you are. You can join. But as I did mention to you, that children who are under 16 years, they don't pay $50, but they pay $35 because their membership is $5. As opposed to an adult over 16 years, the membership fee is $20. Right? Yes.
So you're a financial institution, so you're not your accountable for something, right?
Yes.
The government?
Of course not. No. What we do is that our organization is run under the policy of what we call a Friendly Society. Friendly Society, I don't know what I was before. Friendly Society have existed for over 100 years. And a lot of organizations that existed, like for example, Amalgamated Security System, they started over as a Friendly Society. They are a non-profitable organization, but their policies are acceptable in this country under those regulations. Right? So we are what we call independent. So because we are under, so we have to find an act to run under the policies under. Because remember, our policies are under Sharia. So the closest we could have found to run the Sharia policy was the Friendly Society Act. So alhamdulillah, we are with them, and as a matter of fact, right now Takaaful on the top of the list when it comes to all the Friendly Society organizations right now. There are no organization right now, they have presently they have about, I think, over 50 active organizations on the different Friendly Society, and Takaaful is the number one in runnings right now. As a matter of fact, a lot of organizations on the different Society Act, they come to us to Takaaful to see what they do. Yeah, to see how come the person is much. And they take from our policies. Yes. Yeah. Well, it depends on where the land is. So, okay, so like, we usually would have, we always looking for that. Right? So it depends on the area. There are land that is suitable for agriculture. Again, as I say, you will need to look at percentage, but that is something we will do if we don't have a member of the police land from us, then we will see. Because not everybody has the same situation. So we try to be lenient as much as we can. But at the same time, of course, if it is a way to purchase land, you have to be try not to have the island place, right? Right? Now, I'm making it clear. We don't assist with financing. I'm making that clear one time because we have not reached that stage just yet. Because I told you we can build it. But the more membership we have again, is the more investment we can make, and we can be able to supply or help the community, the Muslim community, right, with more services in Shawar. But we don't have the financing in that sense. But again, as I say, we can help you to save. Because we have had people who have been saving with us, who saved with us, and alhamdulillah, in 8 years' time, we will do so much. Right? And even brothers have saved. Brothers who are known to us well. Everybody there, Sheikh was here. Sheikh was in Imam Hussain. His brother and his wife, before them, when they retired, as they retired, they started this, before they started this here with the Takaaful, when they retired, they had all the money in the Takaaful and then they came over. In 2018. So it will go, but as I told you for now, utilize as long as you become a member of the Takaaful, let the Takaaful be your back fund. That's what it's called. You understand? Just save and leave it. This is what the benefits people feel for, right? Any other questions?
So just to be clear, what I'm trying to say, so when I invest and I'm taking, let's say I want to get my rent, my result of the year, it will be the amount I'm not taxed or.
No. It's what you have saved there, what you have accumulated there as a profit, that is exactly what it is. We don't tax you with nothing. The only thing we do is that if it is as a member, as I say, it gives $50 a day. Right? I mean, even if it is the other pressure, $50 a day, it's still try your hand. I know it's not that bad. I mean, $50 a day. But if you end up in a race, because they didn't pay $50 a day, now, the areas will actually be able to have a very long time to accumulate plenty. We're going to open up one pool to the career. And what will happen is that when you become rooted out of the MPS, you are benefit. So in other words, you will only be charged you every year. Right? So this is the only thing that we charge if you are in this. But for what you will have here as a savings, what you have to receive from us as a profit, we do not charge you anything less than us. If you don't benefit, so when it is, if you, as I told you, because they are contributor, let's put it a year, right? If you do make an investment, right? You invest in our savings, then that grant will be more. The returns will be more from the grant. So, okay, so how we have it set up is that if this is not what you're looking for, our forms also is here. Inshallah, you will. You pay less to us now, but if you look at the form, you have two separate areas. You have an area for your benefit, and you have an area for the investments. So you can be either one, you can nominate two separate persons as a beneficiary, right, from your family or from your family, right? That one person, when the member passes away, they will receive the grant, and the other person will receive the investments. Or, if you want, one person will receive everything. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Right. Now, yes. Right. Because, okay, so what we do not do Takaaful, we have never cancelled anyone from being a member. We don't cancel nobody. We don't call you and say, hey, you know, anything you want to realize to you. We don't do that. What will happen is that we will remind you every year that you need to pay for us. We will remind you. Right? And if you don't pay it and you end up in arrest, it's because you still a member, Okay, so we have had members who would have probably like end up in arrears for like about 7 years. And we don't call them old. And they only end up in arrears for like about maybe checking their service by 20. That's what. And that's more than what you in arrears. I don't think any organization, even a country, will put that say in arrears, you know. They don't tell you how to $40, they come and tell you $1,000. But then we found no benefit from it. And nobody owes anything. So if your family would want to come and say, hey, was in arrears and want to give it in charity, no problem. You can give it in charity. So coming to the word charity now, we also have another fund. But I didn't mention this fund first because this fund is what they call a WAF fund. WAQF, WAF, or an WAF. WAF is actually a term that has been used for many years. WAF stemmed from way back at the time of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. WAF is what we know today as Sadaqah Jariyah. Sadaqah Jariyah. And Sadaqah Jariyah literally means charity that continues to flow. Because the word Jariyah, it means something that always flows. Right? So for example, if you just say An-Nahru Jar or An-Nahru Yajri, you will see the river always flows. It never stops flowing. Right? So this is what Sadaqah Jariyah is. It flows for you even after you die, you get rewards, you get benefit of rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we all know this Sadaqah Jariyah, right? So WAF, this is the principle of WAF. But what I tell people is the difference between WAF and Sadaqah Jariyah, and this is why it's used. You know the phrase or the statement that if it is you give a man a fish, you feed him for one day, but if it is you teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. Sadaqah Jariyah, the normal principle of Sadaqah Jariyah, that goes to WAF, right? It's like you give a man a fish, you feed him for that one day. He fed for the whole day, very full, right? But tomorrow you're going to still be looking for food. Your WAF now is like you teach him how to fish, and you feed him for life. Because your WAF now, how it happens is that okay, your WAF, we have a different fund there. So you can come and give that into that WAF fund. It also goes into investment, and we don't ever spend capital. We only spend the profits that is generated from the investment. So I can tell you this, we have over $4 million in WAF right now. Like this WAF alone. Over $4 million in WAF. We don't ever spend the WAF principal and the capital. It goes into investment and the money that is generated, the profits, this is what we use for poor and needy cases. So every year we always do poor and needy cases. We just do like our drives. We flood that one by, we were able to give the flood victims, but the WAF also benefits Muslims and non-Muslims. Yeah? So it's for poor people, Muslims and non-Muslims. When the first flood that came by, right, we did flood, the first one, recently. Not the one, I think 2 years ago, or a year ago, the one before that. I can't remember which year it was. Huh? Yeah. We were able to give the ease. We don't have to make up the money. Like how some people want to make up the money. And then when they make up the money, they just blow down money one time. And then when next year somebody come and disaster come again and make up money. How we run the WAF, we were able to give up $100,000 for ease. And for flood victims, for ease. Because of the money that was generated from the profit. So as I told you how we run it is that the money is invested, we don't spend the capital, but we spend the profits for all the cases. So if any disaster comes and anybody comes to help, anybody needs help for all the cases, right? Somebody needs help to build a house, whatever it is, we always have money available through the WAF fund. Yeah. Huh? So the money actually is stored in the bank. So we do have, and I've seen the branches. again, as I said, that check-ins account. Check-ins account does not accumulate interest. Right? It does not accumulate interest. Yeah. And that's the different thing that you contribute, so you don't get enough money. But you get rewards of it. But how does that Jamaat could benefit? And we have I think we have over 22 Jamaats right now in this country who benefit what we call special purpose work. So what is special purpose work offers is that people from the Jamaat or sometimes even outside the Jamaat, they come and they contribute towards the work. But they say that they want this money that they give them, right, to be as a contribution under, for example, Jamaat al-Muslimin. So Jamaat al-Muslimin now will be part of the special purpose work. So when this money goes under the Jamaat al-Muslimin from one member or two members or how much ever members, right, and that money goes in, we set aside a profit every year for Jamaat al-Muslimin and we'll write a check to Jamaat al-Muslimin every year and they'll come to us. So this is how a Jamaat can benefit from the work.
Next year,
Money every day, if you want to leave it.
no one saving up. You can continue, you don't want to keep.
Yeah, if you want to. But you just need that tell us because what we do every year, we will write a check to Jamaat. But it all depends on how many people contribute towards that work for Jamaat al-Muslimin, in other words. So I told you, we have about 22 Jamaats right now in the country who is benefit from the work program that we have, which was special purpose work. Right? They have the Jamaats. So we have Jamaats that it is usual check. Okay? Like utility bills. You understand? It comes in handy for these kind of stuff. Understand? So this is one way that a Jamaat was well to benefit from the work. But they have to make it clear that this is what that work money that we put is we put for Jamaat al-Muslimin. That is specified. Otherwise, it will just go generally for one communities. Any questions? Huh? Right, so as I mentioned, I came equipped for whoever wish to join. And if it is you want to join today, all it requires you to join from today is just the $50, right? Our office is in TML compound in St. Joseph. TML compound, our office is right in the same compound. You don't even have to go into the office and pay. We have access, we have the convenience of doing online transactions as well. Because I told you, our account is in public bank. So basically all the money is there. So you do an online transaction through the public bank. Of course, anytime. So what I can do too as well, as I told you, I'm not personal for Takaaful. My number is 791-6420. 791-6420. My name is Naushad. You can feel free to call me anytime, any day. Ask me anything about Takaaful, inshallah. That's what I'm there for today and then control, inshallah. And also, there are people, they will have some questions about even finance, especially around the Sharia perspective. If you have any questions about Islamic finance, no problem, inshallah. They ask, and I will try my best, inshallah, to answer them. Yeah, I want to remember what's ready. That's the same way I remember what's ready. We share them all the time. Alhamdulillah. Right? She has been supporting the Takaaful for a very long time. Alhamdulillah. But she saw the benefit of it. Right? So, as I told you, we have, and we also have some fridge magnets that you can put on your fridge. So, every time you go in the fridge, you'll stay there with the Takaaful. Inshallah. Just take, we have a brochure magnets, just take it, inshallah, no problem at all. I would like everybody to take a brochure too as well, right? And if everybody here, I would like everybody to leave your name and number. This will put us off just a follow. So if it is a don't join now, just for me to do a follow with you, inshallah. Right, so I have a phone right there to put your name and a contact number, inshallah. Not on those things, but I can give you, yeah, inshallah. Right? So I'll say my number is 791 main form of investment is real estate, right? But we also have some other avenues. So for example, in Granny, we have a two-story building that we store for rentals. So because we have people living there, so we get a rent every month from that. We also have a farm too as well in what's called this place in Touchwood. It hasn't been too profitable, but we still trying with it. But we just farm meaning that produce that's not animals. And inshallah we try to work with that inshallah over time. So anybody have any questions? Right, so our offices meet from Monday to Friday, 8 to 4. That's from Monday to Friday, inshallah. And Taylor Conference and Joseph here. The concept of the work is that anybody can contribute towards the work, but everyone on the yeah. But somebody says, so nobody from each Jamaat needs to be here. But if anybody can come and say, you could come and say, hey, I give you this amount in work, and the what is generated from the profits, I would like this to go to as a special purpose of the Jamaat to receive. And we'll write a check, either whether it be some Jamaats have their own accounts, or the Jamaat account, or the Imam game as a case for the home, probably they have maybe a section whatever it is. You will write a check with this business. Yeah. So you okay there? Well, I hope that it, for others to see that it was beneficial enough, our boss clear enough, and I asked God to bless us all, inshallah, and I will be before us, inshallah. And accept our needs, and I beg from Allah that Allah allow us to die as Allah says in the Quran, فَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ هِدَايَةَ السَّلَفِ هِدَايَةَ الْمُسْلِمِ آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
On behalf of the Jamaat and Muslims, I thank you for making the presence here today. Because has so much benefit that came from this single meeting. Because at this point in time, the Jamaat is showing that to find a direction of prosperity and progress. And what you have done today is kind of put us on a path too. Based on the fact that we limited in terms of our resources, in terms of information and structures and so on. So all these things will help us the building blocks to go forward in terms of building what we want to do. Especially with respect to that aspect we talk about the work, the special work fund. So I think that there's something we could look towards immediately from this year we might benefit, the Jamaat benefit from this partnership between ourselves and necessary.
Takaaful.
So we say thanks and the sisters ask me to be giving this a token of our appreciation.
MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khair. Well, I find I looking skinny, huh? MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah reward you all greatly. May Allah bless you all.
They have a meal prepared so everybody can partake.
So you see, really make fun of looking skinny.
Try some food. May Allah bless you.
I mean, may Allah bless all of us. Amen.